Alright, so this is going to be a overview of something quite specific on the scraper, but definitely important once you start scraping regularly. So the form is pretty simple, but there are some advanced options. If you see this little advanced options with the plus sign, you click that plus sign, it's going to bring up some things. Now I'm going to be getting rid of a few things that don't matter that my scraper does automatically. Compress titles are probably not going to matter. You can still use it. I'll probably just leave it up. It gets rid of, it shortens words like with and the and all that automatically. Prefix and suffix aren't going to matter for now. I'm just going to worry about this for this video. It's add custom pricing model. So what you have to do, if you click it right now, it's not going to let you do it. You need to have your email in because it's going to pertain to your specific email. Now if you haven't ran a list yet, you'll want to at least run the trial list. That gets your account created, your folder structure set up, and it builds the whole infrastructure for your specific account to do things such as add a custom pricing model. So I'm going to do mine. So add my email and then the custom pricing model. And what that is this little thing right here. So you're going to want to understand what this means and how to edit it. So the pricing model is how the software is going to change the price of your product to where you make money and also don't charge way too much or way too little. So the condition cost, that is the condition is the tag name, and in the condition you're setting them. So you'll set your conditions. So if a product is $10 or less, the percent markup is going to be 100% markup. And what that means is that the product will then, we will then mark it up 100% and charge $20 for it. So that's essentially how the rest of it works as well. Anything that's under $12.50 will be marked up 85%. Obviously the tag above it overrides the one under, so this is just going to be $12.50 to $10.01. And that's how it's going to work from that point all the way up. So if we wanted to just start out and just have these two conditions in here, we'll say anything less than $10 we mark up 100, anything less than, we'll say $40, we'll mark up 70. Okay? And you got to make sure that it's structured correctly with the percent equals and then your quotes and all that's got to be set up correctly. Any typos will cause errors, so you got to make sure it's at least structured correct. So this actually, because it's the last tag, it covers a lot more. It's going to cover anything after it into infinity as well. So this reads anything less than $10 is going to be marked up 100%. Anything less than 40 or greater than 40 will be marked up 70% because it's the last one. Okay, so it'll be $10.01 will be marked up 70%, and then $100 will be marked up 70%. Now, if you want to change that, and you want $100 to be marked up by, and anything above that to be marked up by a different one, you could say $100. We only mark things up at $100 unless 35%, or we'll say 50, even though that's crazy. $150. If you can do it, then you can do it though. So this reads anything less than $10 or equal to $10 will be marked up by 100%. Anything less than $40 will be marked up 70%, and anything less than 100 or greater than 100, since it's the last tag, will be marked up by 50%. So essentially anything over $40, so $40.01 all the way up to infinity, will be marked up 50%, because each tag reads the tag minus or less, so 100 or less, but since it's the last one, it extends into infinity as well. I personally, you just do it to whatever the max amount you'll sell is, and don't worry about anything past that. So if you only sell products that are less than $100, then you don't really need to worry about going past 100. So I hope that makes more sense to you. You know, $10, 100%, $40, 70%, $100, 50%, and you can build these up and kind of figure out what the profit margin is. So I know that if something's $10 and I mark it up 100%, so that's times 2 in this case, so that's $20. eBay fees are somewhere around 13%, including the PayPal fees, you know, somewhere around there. So I multiply it by 0.13. So we're looking at $2.06 in fees plus the original cost, which was $10, and then we're going to subtract how much money we charge for it, which is $20, and that's going to give us $7.41. It's a negative number, but just for my calculations, it's easier just to leave it like this. So that means that at $10, we mark it up 100%, we're making somewhere around $7.40. And the same thing, the same math can be done for these other markups. So once you've figured out your pricing model, what I would suggest doing is saving it and pasting it somewhere in a notepad document or anything like that. Just keep it safe, and if you ever need to change it, you're going to be presented with the original pricing model. You just paste over top of it your custom pricing model and hit submit. I'm not going to hit submit because, well, this is a junk pricing model. I didn't really do any research or time thinking about it. But you'll notice that if I hit, if I go into it again, it's going to show that original pricing model. This is going to pop up every time. It doesn't mean that your pricing model wasn't saved. Yours is saved. It's just this is the default one. You paste in your old one and then start modifying from there, or modify it before you paste it in. So that's pricing models, the custom pricing models, and what that will do is mark up the price in a way that you feel will get you profit and sales. I hope that's helpful and explains a lot more, since I know people are a little curious on how the scraper even marks stuff up to begin with. So that's just the custom pricing model.